I grew up on the west side of Tuscaloosa, Bikini Court. That was where I grew up at. It was a real wicked side. A lot of crime rate real high, and like I said, it was very bad side of town. You know what I'm saying? Some people label it. It's just really what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Snake ass niggas, man. Ayy, one day, me, Jake, and Jim decided to hit a lick. Jake thought it was cool, but Jim wanted to quit. Shit, I'm the middleman, confused, I'm just thinking about it. I grew up on the west side of Tuscaloosa, Bikini Court. That was where I grew up at. It was a real wicked side. A lot of crime rate real high. It was very bad side of town. You know what I'm saying? Some people label it. It's just really what you make it. You know what I'm saying? People that was locked up, but they kind of like called me iPod, but nah, I kind of labeled myself, you know what I'm saying, labeled myself C4 major because, you know, like I said, I'm not the best, but I'm one of them. So, you know, a lot of people think of C4 like, you know, C4 bombs or whatever, but I'm on a mission to show the world my talent. So that's why I named myself C4 major. A lot of people call me C4, you know, but they call me by my name that I chose to label myself, musically wise. My mama was always my biggest fan, no matter what I did. Whatever I wanted to try, she was always there with me, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I was hard-headed, you know, I ain't listen to mama, and she always told me certain things that was gonna hunt me in the end. And best believe, I took the hard route, just me being a hard head, you know, that's how it is with boys growing up. And everything she always told me was true.
I had a good relationship with my children. I learned my children for them. I raised my children along with others' children. My house always stayed full for the love of the children. And along the way, you know, just like any other parents, you have to fight with your kids sometime, and you fall out and you come back together. And I think any parent know if they have any children that they're not gonna always agree with what you say and the way you want things, and you're not gonna always agree with them either.
Oh, Lily didn't play no game. Lolita, that's my mom's name, Rayshard Richey. She was hard on us, you know what I'm saying? And she did it all on her own. You know, my dad, he wasn't ever there in the picture. And later on, Daryl Parham came into my mom's life, and, you know, he passed away as well. But she managed to do it. She was hard on us. Whatever we did, you best believe we got beat for it. Mama ain't play no games now. Telling you, no games. Anything you did, you finna suffer the consequences for them. If you gotta answer to Lily, you better have all state insurance. I'm telling you, cause you gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, she did it. She managed, you know what I'm saying? We was real. We always had whatever we wanted, you know what I'm saying? We ate good. She took care of us, whatever, name brand, everything. She always made sure we had a way. She made a way for all of us.
I gave my children the world. I raised my children on my own. Nobody came to help me with my children. I raised my children, and I later, in my life, I married Daryl Pam. And he also gave my children. We were there together. My children know that the real father in their life was Daryl Pam. Even when I didn't want them to have things, he made a way to make sure they got it. And my children were spoiled real bad. They know that if it was something that they wanted, they knew how to get it from me. They knew that I was going to give. Because I always wanted them to have the best. So other children came to live in my home, their friends, because they wanted the lifestyle that they were living. So we would give them the same thing as if they were our children. But I thank God for my children. Even though I went through a lot with my children, I wouldn't do anything different except for probably pull some of the things back, because it only made them just, ungrateful toward things. They would have new stuff, they wouldn't even play with it or wouldn't touch it. Rayshard was the type, if it didn't have a name brand on it, he wouldn't wear it. I used to have to get at him about things like that. But majority of the time, everything they had was name brand.
Me getting locked up for the first time, especially for something I ain't do. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of hard because I ain't understand. I was angry. I was upset. I was mad at the world. I didn't realize, you know what I'm saying, how this could affect me as growing up. And me being the person that I was, I always try to keep it silent. I ain't want to snitch on nobody. So as they say, I stuck to the code. You know, I ain't never been on nobody's paperwork. And another one will be the day that my brother died. I looked at him and I told him that it was gonna be all right. And that probably had to been the most loneliest he ever has been in his whole life of living, laying out there by himself.
I just can't believe he gone. I just know that everybody ain't your friend. It's hard for me to trust somebody. And I just can't believe it, because he was a good person. And I miss him. For the forever gonna always be long, live 3.
I knew him. You heard me. He was good people. We grew up together. Me, him, Corey. He used to smack me in the back of my head when I get crazy. Niggas, boy. They be your own people, bro. God damn. But, we taking it easy. We gonna take it easy. To all the ones we lost. My partner just lost his baby mama. R.I.P. T mama. You know what I'm saying? My other partner just lost his sister. So it's been hard for everybody. But we gonna make it. Success is a mindset.
D-Mark got that heat.
Tell me, would you ride for me? Cross your heart and open child for me. Tell me, would you ride for me? Look me in my eyes and don't you lie to me.
Tell me, would you ride for me? Hey, cross your heart and hope to die for me. Look me in my eyes and don't you lie to me. Cause I'm a real one, I got the recipe. Yeah. Tell me, would you ride for me? Look me in my eyes and don't you lie to me. Hey, cross your heart and hope to die for me. Cause I'm a real one, I got the recipe. I'm from a dirty ratchet city and I can't trust a soul. I move in silence, I don't speak and I never fold. I gave a few bitches my heart and that shit turned me cold. I fucked around and trust them niggas and them niggas fold. Even though they stabbed me in my back, I never.
Yeah, we miss him. It's the family, a lot of the siblings, some of the grandchildren, we all up in a, it's like a shocking thing, such a sudden thing that happened, and some of us got a misunderstanding and some of us are arguing and being into it, and we hurting. And the one that had the love for my son and my husband, they're hurting even worse because it's just 3 losses back to back. And it's a thing that we can't seem to understand. And I know we'll never understand it because nobody want to lose a loved one. If we could save them, none of our family members would be dead. We would have did everything we could to save them, and it's just a thing where it's hard to let go. But I want to tell my siblings that we only here for a minute. We used to say those words and it didn't seem like it was real, or it seemed like something you hear way off. But now it's right here among us, and it has hit us so hard. And all of us need to come together to have the love for each other. It's not too late to bring the children together, for us to come together, to do the thing that we need to do. And that's love harder. Not argue, not fuss. There's no time for it. Everybody needs to stop what they doing. They just, it's a lot of them determined to cause problems. And they don't even realize that they don't have to be the problem. You can be the problem solver. And it's all about love. We need it. And it's time to give it.
He always believed in me, and he always told me to, do the music. But at the time, I wasn't, confident in myself. And I wish that I would have been more confident in myself, because it seemed like we ran out of time. But when he passed away, it kind of like set a little fire to me and motivated me, because I want people to remember him, because he everywhere I go, I got him on my neck, and that what really motivated me. I want people to know who he was. He gonna live through me. So a lot of times when I say long live 3, that's what I'm talking about, my brother. His name was 3G, and he got that name, in the streets. So a lot of times in my song, when people hear me say long live 3, I'm giving my brother a shout out. So that's what really motivated me.
Look me in my eyes, don't you lie to me. Hey, cross your heart, don't look out for me. Cause I'm a real one, I got the recipe. Yeah, I'm from the dirty recipe, and I can't trust a soul.
You know how you can, I would really like to see everybody come together, be on the same page, on one accord, understand. If you don't know how to love, it's always negative. But if you start loving, it'll be some positive. And stop always trying to change the next person. If you look in the mirror, the person you see in the mirror, if you make a change in that person, you made a change. You won't be able to see all this negative stuff in somebody else, because you just became a better person. So I would rather and hope that everybody, with my loss, because I'm the biggest loser, with my loss, I hope everybody realize or understand or try to swap places with me in their mind and feel, how would you feel if it was you? If it was your husband, your child? How would you feel? Forgive. Let go. Because a lot of us don't even know why we mad with each other. It's been going on so long. And the older ones, some of them, should be the leader. But they're not. They are the problem. And with my mom children, I think we need to get other ones out of our ear and try to mend. Try to become a better sibling. Try to have love. Even if you feel that you can't love, just be mindful that you're talking to another human. You want a person to treat you the way you want to be treated, not the way you think you should treat them. That's our biggest problem. All we need is just a little love. Love just because of the lady that brought us all here. God blessed her to give us life. And right now today, if she was here, this family would mend a whole lot better, because she was against all that negative, all that bickering among us. She always would whip us if we was fighting each other. She taught us not to fight each other, but that's what we choose to do. It's a pain. It's a problem. It's so much stress, and some of it I'm still trying to deal with, and a lot of it I'm getting to the point in my life where I just don't think it's going to happen, even though I want it to happen. But I'm not the only family member. Everybody else got to want the same thing. I have some siblings that want it, and I have some siblings hurting just like me, going through, that love my son and my husband. And I have some that don't care. And that's what they show. But even though I'm angry and bitter toward a lot of them, I'm overcoming it. And I don't want to see them go through what I'm going through. And I think this family is a very talented family, and they can do better. They just choose not to. change has got to come.
My advice would be to people is to stay humble, stay hungry. If it don't make sense, cut it off. Try to keep a positive head, you know what I'm saying? And like most times, don't be in competition with nobody. Just be your own competition, you know what I'm saying? Just try to be better than yesterday. Try to go hard, go home, man. Don't try to compete with your locals, cause that's not gonna get you to the top worrying about what the next man doing. So just stay hungry, stay humble.
Just stay focused, keep your feet above water, and keep dropping hits, and keep your spirit good, and just keep moving how you moving. And I'm proud of you.